Yeah.
Wait, so
Good
Isaac, are
morning,
we
good
doing
morning, good
this
morning, good
off
morning,
air?
Young. Good morning,
Now we're on.
Yitzi. Good morning, Isaac. I'm putting, you're already on mute. And here we go. Beep. Okay. Fourth reading. Oh, no, fifth reading.
So, yeah.
Fifth reading, Leviticus 4 1 through 26. After God taught Moses the procedures for ascent offerings and peace. What happened? Today's Thursday. Yeah. After God taught Moses the procedures for ascent offerings and peace promoting offerings, he taught him the procedures for sin offerings. These sacrifices atone principally for unintentional misdeeds. It's very crazy that you have a concept like tshuva, and it's understood in one way until Chassidus comes along and explains it in a completely different way. So the Rebbe explains about 3 words that are translated with missing a point. It's Torah, tzedakah, right? Tshuva, and I forgot already. Anyways, tshuva is loosely translated as repentance, but the Rebbe explains how it means return. Chassidus explains.
Unintentional misdeeds. Nefesh ki ta bis gaga v'gaim vayikra dalin base. God told Moshe if a person unintentionally transgresses I don't have pass. Shalom, your turn.
Shalom. Yes.
That's my name. And 126. So little time and so little to say. Oh, so what will I do in this little time? Good morning, Yitzi, Isaac. Wait, Yitzi, let me see that sweater. Let me see that sweater. Whatever. Hashtag whatever. Super cool. Okay, I'm gonna read a little bit. The reason why sacrifices were offered for unintentional misdeeds is because our deepest interests and aspirations, as well as our most intimate cares and concerns, are revealed specifically by our impulsive actions. It is through these actions that our subconscious self involuntarily surfaces. We did not need to atone for the misdeed itself, since it was done unintentionally. What we need to atone is for all the previous conduct and laxity that molded our inner selves into someone whose interest runs contrary to God's will, and who spontaneously rejected it. It's true. It's a very, 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 very important thing to live by. But it takes time, and also like there's always levels to these things, so it never ends. Learning never ends.
Thank you very much, Shalom and Yitzi. And I agree, that is a very powerful piece. Timer with the mic.
So we can see.
I don't think it will help. You want to go for it? Ooh, that is good. Oh, yep. Nope. Not all this. All right. Here. Smart. There you go. It's fine. Let's. So we're not bringing sacrifice for the misdeed itself, since I did it by mistake. I didn't do it intentionally. What I am bringing a sacrifice for is all the times that I did it. So the rule is hergel nasa teva, right? When you do something repetitively, when you do it multiple times, so it becomes your nature. As well as another one, which I've recently read, is that when you do something repetitively, you start to justify it. It becomes permissible because you repeat it so many times.
Where are we? In this light? In this light, our unintentional misdeeds warrant greater atonement than our intentional ones. For unintentional deeds indicates that we have a deep subconscious attachment to a type of behavior that is contrary to God's will. Intentional misdeeds do not necessarily indicate that we suffer from from this hidden flaw. Five Likud Sikha, Volume 3, pages 944 to 945. See, I mean, some.
Shalom.
I've been distracted, so I don't know what's going on. But what I do know is I got my eye on the prize. And the prize is no stress, even though it's supposed to be super stressful now. I don't know who said it's supposed to, but someone did. I don't know, like, before a trip, nothing's planned out. But yeah, I'm just going second. But I feel like the more I'm supposed to be stressed out, like the more I in my head, I'm like, wait a second, it's not supposed to be stressful. I'm just supposed to be chilling and like having a good time. This is supposed to be, I don't know, everything's gonna work out. Especially since like I sort of gave everyone else the work that I was supposed to be doing. I'm only half joking. But yeah, it's gonna be a good trip. I'm looking at this as an opportunity for me to reset completely, and yeah, stop being upset about the stupid things that don't even matter. Because it worked out very nicely. I'm gonna be able to sit back and appreciate the work I've done and that everyone else has done. It's gonna be good. Yeah. Okay.
Very nice. Sounds quite healthy. I'm slightly confused with the terminology you used, reset, which you've used a few times in the past little while. So yeah, if you want to explain that, you want to get into what you mean by reset. Unintentional misdeeds and after Kisechta Mishkag of a gamer could Dalit Beis got on Moses if a person unintentionally transgresses. So there's one word here which I would change based on what I spoke about before. Atonement. I'm not 100% sure about the word atonement. Maybe I would put the word effort. Like in this line, our intentional misdeeds warrants greater effort. Or yeah, I'll probably go with effort. Maybe unless somebody has a different word. But I wouldn't go with atonement because it doesn't What's if a person was born with a certain natural tendency, which we are? We are all born with natural ways of going against the Torah mitzvahs that don't line with.
I mean, we always we always reset every day. Like, we have one day, and then we're like, okay, we go to sleep, and then we wake up again. It's like a routine. It's like a video game. You start from level 1 and you go to level 2, and then you go level 3, and then if you lose the game, it usually says game over, and then it starts where it goes back to the first one because this is where you started. But if you make a change in your morning, then you're like you're resetting the like font, like the routine. Like, if I wake up and then instead of going to eat breakfast, I go play on my guitar or piano, I'm making something new. I'm resetting I'm resetting myself because I'm used to going to eat breakfast, but now I'm starting something new. So I'm resetting.
Shalom.
I passed this one.
Yeah, thank you for that. Number one, I was wondering if Shalom actually meant that. Number two is I'm actually starting to think about that word reset. You figured out how to use it? So that seems like you're making a change to routine. It doesn't seem like it's a reset. Now that I'm thinking about the actual word reset, it means to set up again. So if that's what Shalom means, and I like it, set up again. But like, it was set and then you reset it. But it's not how it's used. We use it like to reset something. You start something all over again. Like what you're saying. To start over a game. You're going right back to where you were. But why would I want to do that? No, I don't want to go back to where I was. I don't want to do that. I want to change something. I want to develop to better. I want to, right? Anyways, just putting it out there.
Showed me how to do it. He said you put it on the floor and then you went like that, and it was pretty cool. Yeah. I mean, when you wake up, you restart. Your body is like fresh, renew. You're restarting the day over. Because you do one day, that's your first level, and the second level is you restart because you finish the first level, and now you're like, if you're middle of the second level and then you just go to sleep, like in middle of second level, you restart from the second level, you wake up the second day. Like, if someone, instead of going to sleep at normal time, he goes to sleep, let's say 1 o'clock in the morning, he's in the middle of the second day, but then he goes to sleep, he restarted the day because once he fell asleep and then woke up, he restarted from the beginning of the second day. Yeah.
Well, I hear that, but he's not restarting. He's going to the next day, right? He's moving on to another day. So he's not restarting the same level. He's going on to a different one. It's continuing. So maybe now that you're mentioning the two different words, you're saying restart and reset. So I think that reset would really mean to set yourself up again. So going into a new day, you could say I reset. Reset, like set myself up again and try this day. Try to do this day this way. Restart is to go back and start again. It's in like, I'm not good with the way that I started. I want to restart, which I don't think really exists, first of all. Besides during the game. But also, I don't even know if it's a good thing. That means we have to realize that the way that I got here is exactly as I'm supposed to do. I did perfect till now. Perfect. Now, right? So that means if you had to go back in your life, would you change anything, right? It's one of those questions that people either say are completely stupid or completely brilliant, or you get opposite answers. But in truth, it's exactly as it's supposed to be.
The reason, after God taught Moshe the produce, the pro, producers for ancient offerings and peace promoting offerings. He taught him the produces for sin offerings. These sacrifices anointed principally for unintentional misdeeds. So I guess he's saying that Hashem taught Moshe a bunch of things on how to do like how to product his life, I guess, or something like that. Maybe. I think so. Shalom.
Oh, so resets and stuff. Just a second. What I think is, I don't know, I use these words, I don't like usually mean the regular meaning or what we mean to say. I just think of it as like a chance just to like, slow it down a bit, not have the same responsibilities as usual, take like a break from it, from the norm, get like a new perspective on it, especially traveling to a different place. And then being able to start over or like, see what we can fix, but not with like a lot of emotion and anger, because like, that stuff happens, or even happiness, like just basically starting over, but with the knowledge of the past in mind. I'm just trying to explain that as best as possible, but yeah, that's what I mean. I don't mean like we're doing another one like from scratch. We have the knowledge of the past and the passion for the future. So I'm excited. It's always fun to start again, even if it's the same thing.
Well, two words you use is starting over and start again. So that's what I'm actually asking about. Are you starting over, are you starting again, or are you continuing? Growing, changing, furthering, perpetuating. Any other words? developing. Basically, I think that certain ones connote the idea of going back, and certain ones refer to going forward. But it sounds good, and yes, got the message. It's good things. So the idea of what we just read, applicable today. Question I would ask you is, am I responsible for something I did by mistake? I didn't purposely do it. I did it by mistake. Or I couldn't do anything about it. I couldn't control myself. I just did it. And the answer is yes, I am responsible. Not the same way as I'm responsible for things that I do on purpose, but in a different way. And in some ways, I'm even more responsible for that than for things.
Were we talking about restarting or resetting earlier? Yeah. Talking about reset? Yeah. Or yeah. Now restarting. I mean by resetting, saying like I could go to a different school and I'm resetting my body because like I'm like I don't even know, like if I go to a school like for a year, if I don't know anything like about this school, and then after the end of the year I completely know everything about this school. But like if I go like by going to a school and you don't know anything about it because it's your first day, you're resetting your body of you're used to going to school this way, and this is how you think that you're used to, like kids being like all over you and like having so much fun and like yeah. And yeah, I think so. I think that's what that I would bring out. Yeah. Shalom, it's your turn. Oh, Yaska, it's your turn.
My turn. Oh, you want Mashiach now? That's one thing for sure. And I don't think I'm going to manage to join, but I decided to open this a little bit because I'm in the middle of something now. So good to see you, Shalom, from Schwarzberg, Itzi, Isaac. So the thing is like this: nobody had idea what is a man. I want somebody to describe a man when he never saw a man, and to describe what he is about himself. I can write forever, and he's not gonna get to know who he is because people don't know by being yourself. This is what you are, so it's crazy. So how could you be yourself if you are so many things, so many thoughts, so many ideas? Because if you think about a lion, you're also a lion. You think about a dog, you're also a dog. So you, whatever you know, you are. Because tell me what a man is. Whatever you have a jeans, you're jeans. You have a skirt, you're a skirt. You have a nose, you have a nose. You have two eyes, you have two eyes. Basically, you are everything you want to be because you are what you want to
Shalom.
So basically, I'm not anything, and then now we can just make up whatever we want because that's what we do anyway, and there's no one telling us otherwise. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, okay. Like I feel like I'm gonna keep repeating myself. Like this is not like in my head. This isn't like stopping now, doing a vacation, and then going back and then doing the exact same thing just again, or I don't know. It just is, you know? Like I don't know how to explain it. I'm just doing it. I feel like I have like I'm just trying to take the tools from this time and it's a new time, okay? But that doesn't mean it's a new one and it's a new thing. It is a new in a way. I don't know how to explain it. I'm having a very hard time explaining it. The point is it's gonna be good next time. It's gonna be better than this time, than this round, and that's it. It's not gonna be. It's gonna be, yeah, like Rebecca said, what I make it. It's not only what I am. It's also what I want to make. What I want to create. I want to create, a new round of FiveAlive. That's we visit a farm or something. We can do that. If we want FiveAlive to be a farm, we can also do that. Yeah. Okay. It's cool. Okay.
Nice. Good stuff. If Yaska didn't get a chance to call you yesterday, so Shnas Hatzlacha, Gashmias and Begashmias, and Memela also Baruchnias, Gam Yochad, Bone Chaim Zin Revicho, Kol Reviche, and Gesund, and Parnosa and Achas, Chassidish Nachas from all your grandchildren and children, and Bez Hashem great grandchildren, and students, and yourself. And should actually bring Mashiach right now. That's it. That's it. Not limited to, but including. Wow. It was very. You should have seen Shmulek's face when he realized when Zami told him that it's your birthday on the day of his son's bris. So it was very good face. He was very excited. Basically, I think that we live in a time that we do that a lot in the U.S. of A. That we do something and it becomes unintentional because we train ourselves to do it. And then we just say that it's okay.
The truth is why I did go off of this chat. I said there's nothing more important than what we do now. To recognize God is here, speak about the Eibishter, what he wants for the world, what he is. That's Tefillah, daily wisdom, and receiving now what they're doing in Eden. That's what they do now. They sit and talk. And they talk about what we talked in FiveAlive today. Just the whole day is in Elam Haba, Sadiqim, everybody, that's what they talk about. And they like what Shalom Schwalberg said, they like what Yitzhak said. But he was quiet also, they liked the Isaac. And Mazel Tov for Mullah Chanin, I spoke to him. Mazel Tov for this Chaikel Naftali, amazing name. All the guys, Chayil Chol, basically. And Shalom Schwartzberg, you're amazing. You should, you're the Mauritian, that's the only thing I can say. And it's crazy that God is a real thing. It's unbelievable. The creator of the world is a real thing. Real thing. That means the creator is never gypped. He never made a mistake. It's wild. This is the intention of the whole creation. So, what are we processing? Creating, basically. And when the process of creating.
Thank you, Yaska. Shalom.
Thinking if I want to say something. Yeah, Mazal Tov. For Rabbi Yaska yesterday, you. Also the bris. Cool name, really cool name. It's a very interesting combo. I don't think it's ever been done. Maybe it has. Maybe it's named after someone specific. I know the first part is, but I don't know about the Naphtali part. Sure, that's also named after someone, but the combination is unique. It's a cool name. I don't know what Chaikel means, but I'm sure it has a pretty cool meaning. And yeah, it's gonna be, hopefully he grows up to be as happy as Heichel as he's been so far. Happy little kid. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. Just happy. Pass.
Yasher Koyach. If what Rabbi Yaska is saying is true, I have to be a lot more careful with what I'm saying. If you know the Haba and Gan Eden and there, everybody's discussing all the angels and tzaddikim are all discussing what I say FiveAlive. So then I need to make sure I'm judging favorably. So I'm gonna try. I want to try to bring out this message in a positive way. One that I've been trying to say, the one that it says over here. We do this a lot. We justify the things that we do, the stuff that we got used to, and basically say it's okay because it became part of our subconscious. It's not even, we don't even do it consciously. We do these things subconsciously, and we have to bring a carbon for it. So what am I going to say positive? What can I say positive about that? Is that by realizing this, carbon means to get closer to Hashem, right? Kiruv, like to get closer. So I think that through understanding how we work and identifying where in our lives I have a subconsciousness that is I ingrained in myself because of that nature, either second nature or nature, I'm able to actually get closer to Hashem. I know I'm a little vague, but I wanted to say that.
Mullah said that I think Naphtali was from his wife's grandfather, I think. So yeah. And Chaiko was from his grandfather. Let's see. I think that most of the time silence is much better than speaking because then like you could like you want to say stuff but like you're like I don't know if I should say it because it might not be the right time, might not be the right thing. So like I just try to like keep quiet. Yeah. Yes, it's your turn.
So, ay, ay, ay. I didn't learn today's the parsha of the week. I didn't learn, but very interesting thing. People tell me things that it's godliness. It's more than godliness. The people I don't believe told me these words. They didn't realize how much we are. They like saying Yiddish, the Eberster. The Rebbe makes a point. You are the Eberster. What's the Eberster? Try to understand. Eberster, I think everything, it's not. It is. It's crazy. And everything is not. Everything it is. It is not. When everything is not, it is and it is not. Basically, when you be the creator of the world, you know it's a fact. Pay attention to where you live. Pay attention to who you are. So there is no other time, just this time. So we have to see the whole thing. Melech HaMashiach, all our grandparents, everybody surfacing. We're gonna have to see.
Go ahead, Rabbi Yaska. Shalom, go ahead. I gotta run, so I'll see you soon.
Bye bye. Rubeski, it makes so much sense that you don't make any sense. I guess it's your own words. This is from your own mouth. Don't blame me. Really, really excited tonight. I'm just gonna be chilling, and hopefully a jacuzzi. Hopefully it will not be raining tonight, even though that's what the forecast says. It's just what they say. If I don't want it to be like that, it won't be like that. If I believe it, it's gonna happen. If I don't believe it, it's not gonna happen. What I don't understand is when like it comes to things that affect multiple people. Like there's a few different people that are affected by a certain event, and each of them have a different belief of how the event is gonna go. And then how can I say that my belief is gonna affect that event more than anybody else's? Let's say I have a positive or negative thought on that. Let's say like for example about the rain. Like what my belief isn't going to change anything in my head unless I guess maybe it's the belief that my belief changes anything. I think that's a big part of it. But I don't know if it's everything. I think there's more to it, but I don't know. But I think yeah, and also like one thing that upsets me is that okay, I want to steal an extra minute honestly. Okay. Yitzi?
Oh, I didn't hear the time. Let's see. Okay. I'll pass. I'll let Yaska have the last minute. Go.
Thank you, Itzi. So, please, no, you're not confused. Everything pieces of a puzzle, and you're gonna get it. Makes me understand it. And Milan Posach Elio, and it says Roko Bosar Yardo. Everybody's gonna see what you see. Then you know for sure you see because everybody tells you this is a fact. People say, "Hey, you told." I said, "I know." What can I tell you? What can I do? Hashem made me. So this is the issue now. Everything. Ever since Sean Rosberg, you're great. Okay, I don't. When you're great, you don't see yourself you're great. It's even you're great. Nobody sees you great. I don't see what I. We have to. We are lucky. We are joining with God completely. We're sitting down with God. This is His instruction to talk about Him, and then we become a part of Him. And then we become a part from where we're coming from. And as the whole world recognizes what we recognize over here. Thank you for being here. It's amazing. Thank you, Hashem, that I held on myself to be here. If I was in a rush, in my mind, I want to be in a rush. Most important time in my life is now. To bring Moshiach now. Thank you.
Yasher Koyach. Thank you. Have a good day. Bye.
Have a great bye. Have a great day. Night.